G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So today is our second Night Angels video hop. So welcome and thank you for joining me. All the links for this hop will be below, so please click on them and follow the link through, and please leave a few comments for everyone. They'd really appreciate it. So we're a group of independent demonstrators from all around the world that have joined to bring you the Night Angels video hop. And October is all about thank you. Okay, we can always do with a few thank you cards. So today I'm going to be playing with the All About Autumn DSP along with a couple of punches. That's the Petal Park Builder Punch, the Bow Punch, and our stamp set is over in Whoop Whoop, Layering Leaves. So we're going to be using this one, that image, and this little image here. Oh, and that image too. We might, I'm not too sure yet. So I think that's what we'll be doing. I'm hoping that it works. So first up, what we're going to do is score our base card. Now all the measurements will be below in the description below. So, oops, that's cutting. Now I'll just fix this up before we get going, just so we know what we've got here. Okie dokie, I think that's, whoops, I think that looks right, as long as everything's straight, and we're good to go. Okie dokie, I'll bring that down just a fraction. All right, so what we're going to do first up is grab our DSP. Now, I have already cut a piece of DSP into two pieces, so it was basically like that. Then I was thinking we might do that, but now that I'm looking at it, I think we might just go like that, and we might just leave a little bit like that. Okay, so this piece may have to be trimmed off, but we'll deal with that when it happens. So we're just going to put this piece down here, and we're going to put that piece there. So that little piece will have to be trimmed off. So we'll bring this in. 3. I might try 2 3/4 first. That doesn't work, we can always trim a little bit more. I just don't want to leave too much of a edge. Yeah, just trim a fraction. We might trim 1/16, I think, eh? No, let's do 1/8, which is about 0.3 centimetres. And fingers crossed that, yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is stick this down first, leaving a narrow border, top, bottom, and right side, left side. Making sure it's nice and straight, and I made sure that we had the right piece facing to the right, because I want my DSP to go back together, if that makes sense, so that the patterns match in. And I'm just leaving a tiny narrow piece showing between the two pieces. And we've got a small piece showing along the top and the bottom and left and right sides. Okay, then what we'll do is bring in our Moody Mauve base card, and we're just going to burnish down that scored line. And we'll stick this piece to the base card. Just like that. Now you could have this layer, that side, this side or that side, it doesn't matter. And you can also have it landscape opening from the bottom as well. But we're going to go this way, I think. Okay, so that's done. Then what we're going to do is, I need a piece of paper. Just bear with me. And what we're going to do is grab a piece of Very Vanilla Moody Mauve ink, which is one of the colours that goes with this card, with these papers. And we're going to grab our blending brush, and we're just going to tap, 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 and we're just going to blend colour over this piece of Moody Mauve. Now, I don't want it all nice and even, so it's going to be just sort of random. I always start off my cardstock, so I don't leave big blotches. And that'll do for me. So we'll put that aside for the moment, and we'll bring in our Petal Park Builder Punch, and we're going to punch these 3 flowers out, just like that. We'll grab our bone file. Before we do that, what we might do is highlight the edges of our flower. So we're going to bring in, now you could use your blending brush again, but I think what we'll do is bring in our sponge daubers, eh? And all I'm going to do, just tap, tap, tap lightly. I don't want a lot, and we're just going to go around the tips of the petals, just to highlight, just very randomly. I'm hoping that it will give it a little bit of lift. Now, if you didn't have your sponge dauber, your blending brushes, you could always punch these or stamp your flowers with Petal Pink ink or Moody Mauve ink, it doesn't matter. So we're just very, very gently going around the edges. You can come in further if you want to, but I'm just going to leave mine like that. And that's enough for me. Then we'll grab our bone folder. And we're just going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Curl them a little bit. So when you do this, make sure you hold your flower in the middle, otherwise you may tear them into two or three pieces or more. So I'm going to curl this one under. Then we'll grab this one and we're just going to quickly curl this one up. I'm just doing the petals. And I'm just going around a couple of times. And our last one. I'm still grabbing the insides of the flower so that I don't rip the petals. Okay. Then what we're going to do is grab a little bit of glue. We're going to put it in the middle of the big one and in the middle of this one. You could use your mini glue dots if you wanted to. And I'm just going to put these down like that. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. And I'm just going to hold that into place for a couple of seconds. Okay, so that's done. And we can play with these when we put it on our card. But sometimes we just can't help it, we've got to do it straight away. So that's done, that's our little flower. Then we're going to bring in some scrap Berry Vanilla. And I'm just going to grab our mat, our foam mat, because the set we're going to use is photopolymer. I like to use my foam mat. So we're going to stamp this little image here, and we're going to do that in Pretty Peacock, eh? Where's our... Just tap, tap, tap. One, pretty colour this. Two. We'll do three. We may not use three. And we're going to punch these out with the bow punch. And of course I've done them the wrong way, eh? No, I haven't. What am I doing? So we're just going to line this up, making sure you get your stem in. One. Turn that off. 2, and I'm just going to grab, I don't have a sticky note with me, so what we'll do is just put a little bit of glue just on the edge so that we can hold, give us a bit of a hold to punch it. Cut that off a bit. So that's those done. Then what I've also done, now I'm not sure whether we'll use these or not, but I've grabbed a bit of Mossy Meadow cardstock, and I thought we might punch 1 or 2 leaves. We might only get 1. Actually, we might just get 2. I haven't got a whole one, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get this created now. So this shape is from, I've die cut it from Berry Vanilla with the Something Fancy dies, and it's this middle one here. Okie dokie. And then what we're going to do is stamp our thank you so much in smack bang in the middle of that shape with Pretty Peacock. Where is it? Here it is. So we'll just tap, tap, tap that. I'm just going to see if I've got it on a straight. Yeah. Tap, tap again. Bring that down so that we know it's nice and straight. Oh, I haven't got the, yeah, that's better. And I'm just going to do it sort of smack bang in the middle. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to bring it over to the right just a little bit. And I have brought it down a little bit off centre, only because I want to allow room for the flower. So that's done. We'll pop this up. And we'll pop this on a card. Now, as I said, you could go this way if you wanted to, but I think we might go this way just for something a little bit different. Just like that. And just press down once you're happy with the placement. Now, this little flower, we're just going to stick here. So we'll put a little dimensional on the back of it. Now, we don't want it so that it sticks up on here. We want it that it sticks toward, on our DSP. So I'm going to just stick it to the end of the petal. Just like that. Okay. Then we'll bring in these, And I'm thinking we might just scatter these around a little bit. I'll have to cut that off there. Yeah. So all we're going to do is put a little bit of glue on the bottom, or you could use a mini glue dot if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use the glue, or fine tip glue is another good one. And all we're going to do is just press down a little bit. Same with this one. It's a nice pretty stamp, this, and I love the punch. Just like that. Oops. I like my the ends of mine to sort of hang loose a little bit. Actually, push that back a bit. Put that up there a little bit. And this one, because there's a dimensional in the way, we're just going to chop a little bit of the bottom off, put a little bit of glue down and pop it up just there so that it overlaps a little bit. Okay. Then I'm thinking we might bring in our leaves. It will just break that background up a little bit. Now you could use your blending brush and some very vanilla cardstock, and you could blend the colour over it so that you've got a variegated colour if you wanted to in the Mossy Meadow, but I'm just going to leave it like that. I think what we might do, pry that a little bit. No, I think we'll leave it like that. We don't want too much. Then to finish it off, I've grabbed the 20, 23, 25 in colour dots, and we'll use our Moody Mauve. Oh, sticky little devils. We'll put one smack bang in the middle there. We'll put one over here. And we might put one just there, right? Press that down. And to finish it off, I've already adhered a piece of the same DSP down the side of a piece of very vanilla. It's just scrap paper that I had left over. You could stamp an image if you wanted to, and you could also stamp the same image onto your envelope as well, instead of using the DSP. And that's our card. If you wanted to, you could have another flower here, or you could have, duplicate this area and bring it down around here if you wanted to. But I'm going to leave it like that, okay? And that's our envelope there. Okie dokie. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the Night Angels video hop. So don't forget to click on the links below to follow the hop along, and to leave a few comments too. That, as I said, they'd really appreciate it. Okay, thanks for joining me and enjoy your day. See ya. Hooray.